We all know the benefits of drinking water and keeping the body hydrated. Drinking alkaline water helps improve the blood's viscosity, which in turn helps the blood flow more efficiently through the body. DK Spring Water is alkaline water. DK Spring Water, bottled at the head of the springs in pristine Buff Bay, Portland. Available in 280 milliliters, 500 milliliters, 1.5 liter and 5-gallon bottles. Call 627-9114 to order yours today. DK Spring Water. Taste it, know it, love it.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Open Gate Show for Saturday, February 11th, 2023. Persistent perversity produced particular painful punishments, surely not deserving for some. The prestigious multi-mile to be run in November will attract some very good horses. I'm talking overseas horses. There are a lot of trainers, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but there are quite a few trainers who have owners there, have either pulled together or have taken it single-handedly to purchase some high caliber horses, some of which are racing and earning in good races in the United States. November is far away, but the speed of which the months are flying is just around the corner. Former jockey Colin Blair and trainer, he also trains in the United States. He has a few horses here in training, which will soon be running maybe in a month to a month and a half time. The Passard clan has purchased a stallion by the name of Mosa. On Tuesday, the 7th of February, this horse was bought for US $50,000 at the Kentucky Tipton mixed sale by agent Chad Schumer. Momosa is a 6-year-old son of Uncle Mo. Won 4 races from 22 starts with earnings over $480,000. Chad Schumer, the agent, he also bought Burn Identity for Paradise Farms, which is owned by the Passard family. Tomorrow's race card starts at approximately 11:45 a.m. and we'll have 10 races. First race goes 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs, 9 declared. It's a maiden condition race for native bred foals and up. Number 1, Potential. Potential starts with the letter P. So does Patience and Patrick. Never ignore Potential. Number 2, She's All That, well supported in 8 career starts, stretching out from an informed stable at that of Dale Murphy. Number 3, Blue Persuasion, quickly back and get Trevor Simpson without the tongue tie and visor. Number 4, King Air, needs to return to that form at this distance as on the 17th of December when he led and finished second. 5 3/4 lengths to Northern Lady and had recent winner of 30 behind a length and a half. King Air, to have a chance, he have to bounce back to that display. Number 6, You and I could get an exotic placing if breaking from the gates properly. Number 7, Mickey C was closing fast. The last time he ran on the 29th of January, going 5.5 furlongs, came from way off and ended up third length behind Hunzo, who was disqualified, and Zion Princess. Busier on the exercise track than most here, so Mickey C should perform formidable tomorrow. Number 8, Jupiter Man, Strange. This horse has been getting long odds after his November 26th display, where with top weight of 57 kilos and 991, ran on strongly to be fifth rather, 2 3/4 lengths to Meldrick for Fiver and Prince Quality. His last was good enough to handle these. The 28th of January, when 7 furlongs, was more prominent this time. Took up the lead at the furlong point and ended up second though, ahead behind a surety. Number 8, Jupiter Man. For number 7, Mike C. Number 4, King Air. Number 1, Potential. Number 6, You and I. The top 4 selections that I just gave, the winner should come from there. Second race, 7.5 furlongs off, 1,500 meters, 6 declared. 4 of 6 starters are from the Jason Acosta stable. Number 2, Take a Punt, well in at the handicaps and should get in the top 3 at least. However, we'll have to be fully focused. Number 3, Sunset Silhouette, consistent but not having the will to win since scoring in the non-winners of 2 class. Number 4, Our Angel, did well on the 3-hole and came off a hiatus to make her seasonal debut. Obviously, had this race in mind. My concern, though, is why it took so long after that Oaks win to start. However, should be the controlling speed here, and if she's okay, definitely is the right choice to better these. Number 5, Outbidder, won from a layoff, looking herself as mentioned by the Open Gate show prior to that win on January 28th. Still seen in okay mood and has a winning say if number 4, Our Agent, fails. Number 4, Our Agent from number 5, Outbidder. Number 2, Take a Punt. Number 3, Sunset Silhouette. We move to race 3. 7 declared for this. They go 5.5 or 1,100 meters. The restriction around 5 for neighborhood 5 and up, who has won 2 races, and imported 5 and up, who remains a maiden. Number 1, 6th Avenue, has speed and capable of better than that last display, where he finished 6th, 14 3/4 to Queen Adela. Dancing in the Breeze was here as well, and also Open Perseverance, who finished 3rd. His November 20th run, going 6 furlongs, where he was 3 lengths 3rd behind Big Argument and Snowflake. Well, if he can duplicate that, if so, he has a top 3 chance. Number 2, Sensational Storm, making his 5th career start after breaking his maiden last week. In 120 flat for 6 furlongs. If his legs hold, he can fight this out. Number 4, Open Perseverance, born here in utero. Last twice, she ran 3rd and gets first-time visor for this. Number 6, Tiger Bell, bettered. Number 2, Sensational Storm, on the 14th of January, out the straight, closing from way off and ending up a length and a quarter from that one. In the second, Absolute Blue was 3rd. That's our first start in 2023. They meet again tomorrow. Let's see what will happen. Number 7, Dancing in the Breeze, ran 2nd in the fastest splits over the distance. That number 2, Sensational Storm, and ran and won. 120 was the time for Sensational Storm. And the race that Dancing in the Breeze ran 2nd by 5 3/4 lengths was running 1:18 3/5. Makes Dancing in the Breeze final time in 1:19 4/5. Number 2, Sensational Storm. Number 7, Dancing in the Breeze. Number 1, 6th Avenue. Number 4, Hope and Perseverance. Race 4, tough race to decipher. Man, happy goes the lucky. They go 5.5 from 1,100 meters, 8 declared. For 5 of them up, claiming 150 to 180,000, with nearly about 6-year-olds who have only won 1 races are also eligible. Number 1, 4,000, second attempt in the last 10 starts on the curve route. Number 2, Undecided, only raced 3 times last season, of which his last was on the 11th of June. I'm undecided who to select from these. I've worked in the dark this week, so maybe he decides to come with a good run. Number 5 obsession here from a surgeon after failing at the stud farm. If you are obsessed with her, then you can take your chances. Number 6 Valiant didn't do all that bad over this distance on the 26th of December, finishing fourth, 2 lengths behind Silverstein, Juno Jones, and Hunter's Ridge after being slowed into stride. A repeat is all that is needed to win this one. Number 7 Hail Mary, 10-year-old who should be fitter for this, just that he hardly ventures on the round course. Number 8 Show No Mercy, 16, 14, 11 to 1 respectively in last 3 starts. Could be waiting to show her mercy when focused. Number 6 Valiant. Number 2 Undecided. Number 8 Show No Mercy. Number 7 Hail Mary. Any one of these 8 horses that are starting can win. The Open Gate Show goes for a break and will return in a few.
We all know the benefits of drinking water and keeping the body hydrated. Drinking alkaline water helps improve the blood's viscosity, which in turn helps the blood flow more efficiently through the body. DK Spring Water is alkaline water. DK Spring Water, bottled at the head of the springs in pristine Buff Bay, Portland. Available in 280 milliliters, 500 milliliters, 1.5 liter, and 5-gallon bottles. Call 627-9114 to order yours today. DK Spring Water. Taste it, know it, love it.
Race 5 goes 6 furlongs or 1,200 meters. It's for children up. It's an optional claiming race. 300 to 400,000 and needed by the 6-year-old up who has only won 3 races. Also eligible and for the 6-year-old up who has only won twice. 9 declared for this. The 3 out on the limb, last 2 coming off a layoff were poor. Gets Philip Parchment, that's very interesting. Number 4 Dodgers Link, looking to be one of the top 2 contenders here based off his form cycle. Number 5 Nels Percy, can rebound, but I prefer others. Number 6 Gorgeous Gift, last race at the end of October last season. It's Valentine's Day atmosphere, so all gifts will be gorgeous if presented to impress. We'll be getting first time figure 8 after 47 career starts without. Number 8 Vampire Rejection should have a say if last can be forgiven. Number 9 Action Run, freshened, could use his back class to an advantage. Number 9 Action Run or number 4 Dodgers Link, one of the 2 should win. Number 8, Vampire Rejection. Number 5, Nels Percy. Number 3, Out on the Limb. In that order I mentioned. 6th race, named the I Love February Trophy. Well, for the female, this race is for the females, and why not? It's their month, which involves Valentine's Day. 11 declared, 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs. It's a maiden condition race for native 3-year-olds. Only 2 colts in this. Number 2, Hot Stepper, bred to get a distance of ground and could factor in the low exotics. This horse is bred hedge fun by Creme de la Creme by English Channel. Number 3, a debutant named Beautiful Moon, born the 1st of January, by Philip by Lion Tamer out of Chêne de Levon by Arc. Peter McFarlane bred and owned this horse. Gordon Lewis trains. Trevor Murray, the groom, Charlotte Budar will ride. Will need time to start shining. At this point in time, I must applaud Peter McFarlane, a humanitarian and an avid race fan. Number 4, Princess Talisi, the most experienced here, as well as the only one to have ventured beyond 6.5 furlongs. That's about the 19th of November, going this virtue for 7 furlongs with the visor on. finished a creditable fourth, 4.5 lengths behind She's My Fun, who's in Blues, and Modern Miracle. That first time figure 8 and tongue tie, maybe for her first focus display tomorrow. Number 5, Savvy Girl, can't complain now and should improve on her consistent run in all three career starts, which are fairly good. Number 6, Nosy Lady, could be the speed here, but to hold same is the concern. Gets tongue tie, Visor, and Trevor Simpson. Number 7, that's Delilah. Getting the blinkers now. This well-bred filly by Burn Identity out of Along by Pulpit needs to settle down to keep her energy and focus for a good display. Number 8, Phenomenal One, getting Lasix after that good debut run on the 29th of January, going 6.5 furlongs. Ran on, passing horses, which is very important. Finishing third, 3 3/4 lengths behind Roulet Boss and Savvy Girl, who's in this race, was a length and a half behind Savvy Girl. Even with minimal improvement, she should be able to fight this out. Number 9, MPRS Links, or maybe it could be Empress Links. Lasix added now and should improve on that 9.5 and 6 place finish. Number 10, Secret Admiral, another debutant, born the 12th of February, a Chestnut Colt by Admiral Elect by Secret Cat out of Maverick. Carl Anderson owned, trained, and bred this one. Joseph Harris, the groom, Babita Harvey will ride Secret Admiral against Visor, tongue tie, and Lasix for his debut. Been around for a while and gonna do okay against these, but not to bother the first 2 or 3. Number 8, Phenomenal One from number 5, that's Savvy Girl. Number 4, Princess Khaleesi. Number 6, Noisy Lady. Number 7, Delilah. We move on to a very interesting race, race 7. And we have 7 declared, 6 furlong traveling, which is children up, claiming race, 607,050. Number 1, Don Almighty, not much speed here, so he may find himself on the lead. And Roger Hewitt will have to use his jockeyship to create an immediate plan to sustain his horse to the winning post. Number 2, Danny Spud gets a busting ride in Trevor Simpson, who should have him gunning along all the way. Number 3, Colorado Ranger must not be taken lightly. Number 4, Atlantic Blue should be better for the run. Number 5, Stepping Faith gets Dane Dawkins, who last scored aboard her. That was on the 30th of October, going 5 furlongs straight. Number 1, Don Almighty, from number 3, Colorado Ranger. Number 5, no, what am I saying? Number 1, Don Almighty, from number 3, Colorado Ranger. Number 2, Danny Spud. Number 4, Atlantic Blue. Number 5, Step in Faith. 8 race, so restricted alone 4, ordinary bet 5 years and up, was only won twice. Also eligible are imported 5 years and up, was only won 1 race. 9 declared, 1100 meters or 5.5 furlongs. Number 1, Sensational Ending. One that always flatters to deceive, ran well with the apprentice Barrett in the saddle last time. That was on the 5th of February, going 7 furlongs, finished second, 2 1/4 lengths, declared in flight. Yet, Barrett is on another horse in this race. And 3, JJ Warrior quickly back after that poor display when flatters on the 21st of January, going a mile, when trying to make it a pole-to-pole affair, and flattened a bit to be 4 2.5 lengths behind Right in Flight and Sinbad the Lion. Now go sprinting. Very interesting. After the dismal display last week, finishing 30 and 3/4 and fifth, going 7 furlongs. Now, for a little movie thing, being versatile over very distances, gets a suited apprentice who is surprisingly not getting good mounts. That's Anthony Allen. Little movie thing will again do okay getting on the board. Number 5, Letters in Goal, inconsistent but capable of fighting for a top 3 slot here. Number 6, Big Argument, has to be well rated to try and endure for a top spot. Kind of like her returning to work after the race on the 29th of January, when on last Tuesday, 7th of February, paid 6 from the 123 and 3/5, 126 rather and 3/5. Can win. Number 7, The Good Life, ran okay against a few who ran in that race last week, finishing 7.5 and 4th as the race occurred inside and sensational ending. Number 8, Miss Ellington gets Ron Barrett. Most of these horses ran last week and they're quickly back, so you better beware because it's not easy to be refreshing in such a short period of time. Number 9, Short Curling, can repeat if suited to getting first time cigarette on. Number 6, Big Argument for number 9, Short Curling. Number 5, that's Letters in Goal. Number 4, Little Groovy Thing. Number 7, The Good Life for the minor spot. The penultimate race, race 9, is a restricted overnight allowance race for 3 and up. And winners of an overnight allowance all lifetime. 10 declared, 5 furlongs round or 1,000 meters round. Number 1, Ring Charmer. 5th start up in grade. Maybe able to factor somewhere in the top 5. Can win also. Number 2, Unruly Boss, fits well with these. Worked easy on last Saturday, the 4th of February, 449 and 3/5. And, it looked very good. Number 3, Will the Conqueror makes his seasonal debut of a brief respite. Is the fastest one here. On paper, his well-being is my concern. Number 4, Taurus Boy, not showing his norm up with the leader's display since being ascended in allowance company. Has his form line exposed last time he ran on the 29th of January, going 5.5 furlongs at 56 to 1, close to finish 2.5 and 3rd to Yellowstone and Nuclear Noon. Any one of those horses in this race would be an easy winner. So Taurus Boy is a big standout. Number 5, Big Daddy, Mr. Consistent, and likely to get a place on the board, even though I am not expecting anything near the top 3. Number 7, The Good Witch, inconsistent. Number 8, Super Duper, has to come better than last. Number 10, Jonko Jeff, recently looked sharper than usual and working well. Last Saturday, February 4th, got up 5 rounds in a minute, first 4 in 48. Number 4, that's my selection. Taurus Boy from number 2, Unruly Boss. Number 10, John Jeff. Number 1, Ring Charmer. Number 5, Big Daddy, or number 7, The Good Witch. Final race goes same journey of 5.5 from 1,100 meters as race 9. 11 declared for this, restricted around 5 for nearly about 4 and up, who has only won once, and imported 4 and up, who are maidens. This race is restricted to fillies and mares. Number 1, Sizzling Sister K, superbly bred for speed, is US importee by Bodemeister out of Miss Vizcaya by successful appeal. Like to trade and get first-time tongue-tie after 3 poor career starts. Should be a solid old filly but by now, but I'm not sure how she's looking, as she's one of the first horses to work in the dark. Number 2, Rambling Rose, expected to do better last out and when coming off a short layoff and making her season debut. Finished, well, on the lead and finished fourth, five and fifth, five and fourth rather. Interested if she was fully focused for that. That's the question. Very speedy and will be on the lead and surely a good horse. Number three, Shrewsbury Norm ran well on the seasonal debut, the 29th of January, going 6 furlongs, turning up the straight and ran evenly to finish fourth, 4.5 minutes back, exceptional Babs, Rotary Icon, who's here again, and Gracefully Made, who's also here. Could be more serious this time around, this Shrewsbury Norm. Number 4, Runaway Icon, has to be in the catbird seat position, where which it's obvious the speed is likely to collapse in this race. And Runaway Icon should close and fight this out. Number 6, Tastic, not looking herself and has number 9, Gracefully Made to overcome. Still, she may just come with one of a rare good display, as she's not really a good looker. Number 9, Gracefully Made, fairly consistent, but doesn't seem to have the oomph to get in front since breaking her maiden. Has looked more alert since the last race. Taking number 1, Scissor Sister K reluctantly from number 4, Runaway Icon. Number 9, Gracefully Made. Number 3, Shrewsbury Norm. Number 2, Rambling Rose. Number 6, Wow Tastic. Take care and have a good weekend.